to Rogers Center. The Show has an AL East matchup. It's the New York Yankees and the Toronto Blue Jays. Today we've got two teams with a lot of history, but it's traditionally been a one-sided matchup, Singy.
Yeah, they've certainly had the upper hand every time these two face off, Boog. I'm looking forward to seeing how it goes down in today's matchup. I mean, at some point...
First pitch coming your way next. All right, just about ready for baseball. And on the hill in this one, Kevin Gossman. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch-to-contact type of guy.
Yeah, Boog, he doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows he needs to miss barrels, get some soft contact, let the defense do work behind him. And I think a guy like that can keep a good tempo, don't give hitters time to adjust or think. They can move through a ball game, and you look off, they're in line for a quality start. We'll see what he's got in this one.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
That one down the line. Delgado takes it himself. One out in the top of the first. All right, let's take a look at the lineup. And one of the most exciting young stars in the sport, Bryce Terang.
Tops on the team in batting average, Boog. A guy who's showing off some excellent bat-to-ball ability when he digs in at the plate. You know, that's useful if your team needs to get an inning going, get a leadoff man on. But it's also incredible to have a guy like that in the lineup because he's a run producer who can drive in runs if you've got guys on base already. So he's a huge piece in this lineup.
The 1-1 is fouled off. And now it's 1-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. One down, base is empty. Short hop liner, handled it short. And he beats the throw, shows off the wheels right there, an infield single.
The effort was there with the jump throw. You gotta love it, but it just wasn't in time. Still a really impressive play just to get to that ball and make it close at first. And not every shortstop can even make that play.
Digging in is the switch inning outfielder, Mickey Mantle.
Here's a hitter who's been strong in the clutch lately. Over the last 10 games, he's knocked in 10 runs.
1 ball, no strike.
Man at first, one away. Mantle with a homer in his last game.
Ball.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
Swing and a ball driven out to center. Varsho moving back for it. Out of here. His second home run of the series, and they add a pair. It's 2-0. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
Lou Gehrig at the plate and takes high there. That's hard hit on the line. And that's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Batting fifth, the first baseman, Jorge.
So digging in, Jorge Posada. Put that 600 slugging into context. The league average usually in the low 400s.
Boog, the runner at first needs to be careful right here. He's dealing with a pickoff artist on the mound.
Posada measures 6 feet 2 inches. Over 1,000 runs batted in his career, and he was born in Puerto Rico. And there's the strike. Garrett, the runner at first with one gone in the inning.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Bro, that splitter out of the hand, it just sort of jumps on you, and your interpretation is here comes a fastball again. Well, it never really reaches because the bottom falls out of it and you swing over the top, and that's why they call it a split finger fastball, because it looks like a four-seamer.
Here's Jose Ramirez, one of the stars in the win yesterday, as he had 3 hits. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Well, they're really running up the pitch count in this first inning. Lots of confidence from this team that is perhaps the hottest in baseball right now.
And that one is lifted in the air. Santander in pursuit. Brings it in, and that'll do it. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. And it's 2-zip. You're dialed into the show. And now for the Jays, Bo Bichette. That's a strike. 0-1. Hit in the air, left field. Mantle makes the catch, and there's 1 gone. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Oh, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up his timing, somehow try to get in his head a little bit. And then when he does come in the zone, you may only get 1 pitch. You better not miss it.
Miles Straw in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. 1 out, base is empty. And that one fouled off. And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over to a reliever, if they do at all.
To the right side. And he takes it himself for the out.
Batting third, the designated hitter, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
2 outs, base is empty. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now, right now 9th in the AL at RBIs.
People be talking, don't know what they say, and let me reassure you, so no, I ain't playing.
Ball 1 low. 2 outs, base is empty. Foul ball. And now 2 balls and a strike. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
And that one is downstairs. And that's ball 3. And that's ball 4. Tried another slider, but it missed the plate. And now Jose Bautista.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
And it's through for a hit. And now 2 aboard. Carlos Delgado next up for the Blue Jays. Drove in their only run in last night's game. And a foul ball. 2 outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. Just off the outside edge. And it's a ball and a strike.
He can move the ball around, add and subtract, get some weak contact at times. So you don't worry as much about him in this situation. Very capable of getting a ground ball and getting out of this little jam.
They get the force, and that is the... And we're back. New inning getting started. Now the third baseman, Jackson Merrill. Gosman back to work. Lifted in the air, right center field. Varsho after it. 1 away.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase. Joe McDonald doing the home plate duties here.
Well, Joe's an interesting one. I'm always trying to figure out what exactly his zone is. It feels like he kind of moves around from game to game, sometimes inning to inning.
2 down, bases empty. Bryce Terang stepping in now for the Yankees.
He's been tearing it up at the plate recently. Hits in each of the last 6 games.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I don't think he's ever way off with his balls and strikes, but yeah, I don't think it's easy to define what his zone is, like you said. That one finds the zone, and that is strike 2. And a swing and a miss, down on strikes, and a bottom half of inning number 2, Anthony Santander at the plate. Check swing, and he went. It's 0-1. Ford, a former Cy Young Award winner. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a changeup, a sinker, and he occasionally uses a curve. To the right side. Whips it to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
Now it's the second baseman, Ernie Clement. Close one, doesn't get the call. 1-0. And another ball.
2 balls, no strikes.
That's too low. And that's ball 3.
3-0.
Fastball for a strike. On the ground. Nice grab. To his knee, the throw, and they get the out.
Well, he looks so comfortable making that play. Dives, comes up with it, and then from one knee, like he's just playing catch with his kid. Nice throw across the diamond at first.
And now it's Dalton Varsho.
Not getting the results he's wanted at the plate recently. Just 1 hit in his last 5 games.
And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1.
0-1.
Just missed.
1-1.
Next offering is in for a strike.
A 1-2 count. All he's seen is fastballs. You've got to expect something off speed. Stay back.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Outside low, 2-2. Check swing, and that's a ball. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. And that's in for a strike.
Not sure if he was expecting for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
That one is absolutely belted way back there. Caught just shy of the wall.
Now batting, right fielder, Bernie Williams.
Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Bernie Williams. Reached on an infield single his first time. That catches the corner.
No balls. 1 strike. One.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away. Mickey Mantle stepping in now for the Yankees. He's already homered in this game. Yeah, that's fouled off.
This is a great dynamic right here. Speedy runner at first, thinking about taking second. Catcher with the pop time that leaves Jaws on the floor. This might get interesting, Boo.
Swing and a foul out of play. Williams stands at first with one out. Fouls that off to the left and will do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And a swing and a miss. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Lou Gehrig stepping in now for the Yankees. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And first offering is fouled off. Runner on the move in the dirt. Safe at second, and that was not close.
Well, that steal right there is wanting to take advantage of having a really good hitter at the plate. Now they've got a much better shot at bringing home a 2-out RBI.
And the pitch. Got him. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. The Yanks lead 1. Back at the ballpark, and in this series, it has been lights out on the mound as we take a check of the numbers. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. The 0-2. Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
Bo Bichette up to the dish. That one finds the corner. 0-1.
No, inside.
Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Ground ball right side. Ramirez throws to first.
Out.
2 up, 2 down.
The right fielder, number 3, Miles.
Miles Straw next up for the Blue Jays. He's 0 for 1. Fastball for a strike. Next offering is downstairs. On the ground to the left, and it goes just foul. Gets a piece and stays alive. Swing, and this one's bounced to the ground. Gets it to first, and the Blue Jays go down 1-2-3. So they go quietly there. 3 innings complete. It's the Yankees. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. In for a strike. It's 0-1.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. The 0-2. Swing and a high fly ball deep left field. And that's a foul ball. And takes low for ball 1. And a foul ball. He stays alive. The other way, and he beats the shift. Could be extra bases. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The throw in, and he's there with a leadoff double.
Showed a lot of fight with 2 strikes in that AB. Just a simple ground ball the other way. They had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Ramirez in the box now. No balls and a strike. Close, but called the ball. And now it's even 1-1. And that's a strike.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
Posada at second with nobody out. And he can't come up with it. Still able to fire over, and they get him. The misplay made it a bit messy, but they cleaned things up for the out. Jackson Merrill, the next to hit. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. One out and a runner at second. Top half of inning number 4. Next offering is in for a strike. A little out front there as he swings through it.
He's been able to go inside as well as outside, effectively working both sides of the plate in this at-bat.
And that's downstairs. 2-2. Runner at second here, one gone. Next pitch just misses. 3-2 now.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. It's going to fall for a hit. Posada coming home. Here's the throw to the plate. Not in time, he scores. And they're up by 3. Man at first with one gone. And stepping in for the Yankees, Wilson Contreras. Swing and a miss.
He might want to steal second in this spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop times in the game. He needs to pick his spot very wisely.
And that is downstairs. And the count even 1-1. Yankees up by 3. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. And that should be extra bases. Coming home. And it gets by him. He will score.
Up next for the Yankees, the shortstop, Bryce.
This is Bryce Terang. He's 0 for 1. And first offering is fouled off. One away with a runner at third. And a swing and a miss.
The high fastball, particularly for young hitters, can be hard to lay off of because you see it so well at eye level, but it's really hard to catch up and get that top hand to work on time.
That one way inside. Runner on at third, one gone. In the air, left field, down the line, and it falls. Runner in from third to extend their lead. Throw to second, not in time. He's there easily.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Just a blue pin behind.
Now pitching.
Back to the top of the lineup. Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Tony Gwynn. 0 for 2 in this one. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Here's one of those crazy stats about Tony Gwynn. If you split his career numbers in half, he'd still rank first in Padres history in runs, hits, total bases, and doubles.
Next offering is down low. One out and a runner at second. And there's a foul ball. That's in there. Swing and a ball line to center. Varsho pulls it down and there's 2 gone. And next for New York, Bernie Williams. He's 2 for 2. First pitch, and he just misses. That one pushed foul, out of play off to the left. Runner at second, 2 down.
No.
That one fouled off, 2-2. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. And no shot to get him at first. There's 2 aboard.
Hard to tell exactly what went wrong right there. That was a fairly routine ground ball, but he just couldn't get it to stick, and the glove might have taken his eye off it a little early. But regardless, you're going to have to work around that error.
So up next, Mickey Mantle. He's already homered here in this one. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Fought off foul. Terang, the runner at third. Williams on at first with 2 down. Lifted in the air down the left side. And a base hit. In comes the run from third to add on. It's an RBI single. It's 6-0.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. That's a ball that a lot of times you'll see the shortstop or left fielder be able to get to if it hangs up in the air long enough. But right there, it just died and found a way to drop in on the green stuff with base hit.
Now it's going to be Lou Gehrig outside with a breaking ball. 2 aboard, 2 outs. He swings and fouls one off. Scherzer deals. Hit in the air, center field. Varsho in position. Makes the catch. And that is that. Welcome back to the ballpark as we check out the current playoff picture. Outfield playing straight up now. Fastball is outside.
This is one of those times when you want to be aggressive. Go ahead and pitch to contact. Let the defense work behind you. You've got a nice, comfortable lead. Don't try to be too fine.
That one fouled off.
Well, these Jays, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
And that one missing inside, a sharp slider.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Makes the catch for the out.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
Bautista now at the plate as he swings through strike one.
The guy's going this good. He's retired 7 in a row. You got to step out of the box, fake bunt, do something to break it up.
That finds the mark on the inside corner. And that's in the dirt. Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. This ball's chopped on the ground. Throw on to Posada. Already 2 gone here in the home 4th. 2 outs, base is empty. Now Carlos Delgado. He's been a great free agent side. Oh, he doesn't get the call. Ball 1.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters even if you give up a solo shot.
Swing and a miss. And 1-1. Just missed. That's towards center. Gwynn moving under it. Brings it in. And that is the 3rd. Back here at Rogers Center, and the batter now, Jorge Posada. Max Scherzer back to work. That's in there. That's strike one. Scherzer, a multi-Cy Young Award winner. He features a four-seam fastball, a slider, a slurve, a changeup, and occasionally uses a cutter. And a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
And a rope into center field, base hit. Runner stops at second, and the first two reach to start the inning. And the batter now, Jackson Merrill. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. And ball one. First and second, no outs. And we're at the top of the fifth. The 1-1 is fouled off.
Ball two.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
So here's Scherzer. Lined, and that's a base hit. They won't test it here. Bases loaded, no outs.
Multi-hit game for him now, and with the lack of results he's been having lately, I'm sure he's feeling some relief. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Tap foul at the plate. Posada at third. Ramirez on second. Merrill at first with no outs. That clips the corner. Ball. Squirts away a little bit. Count moves to 2-2 as the runners hold. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Stays alive. Bases juiced, no outs. Ground ball left side, could be two. One at second, plenty of time at first. That's a double play. Bryce Terang stepping in now for the Yankees.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
Line drive. And it stays fair. Runner from third comes across, and it's an RBI single, and it's an 8-run lead. Back to the top of the Yankee order. Here's the Yankees leadoff hitter, Tony Gwynn. 0 for 3 in this one. And that drops in for a strike. Now 1-1. And it's fouled away.
It's so hard to slow yourself down when you see that juicy breaking ball, but the most success happens when you try to take that right back up the middle approach.
Two outs. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out. And now the right fielder, Bernie Williams. This one drilled to left. No doubt about it as they add on more. Gone.
That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched. Taking that outside
Brennan Bernardino gets handed the rock out of the pen.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
2 down, nobody on. And now 2-0.
2-0 count to a guy with this much pop at the dish. You better expect him to be turning on something. It's going to either get hit hard to the pull side or the fans better look out in the stands.
And the slider just misses. So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it could be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at bat turns out.
And right back to the mound. Fires over to first. And they're happy to just get off.
Yes. No ifs, ands, or maybe. I don't let drama faze me. See on my grind heavy for my babies. Life has its ups and downs.
Ford back to work. Ball 1, no strikes.
Well, these Blue Jays just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
And a swing and a miss there.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
And that skips in the dirt. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Right side. Ramirez sends it to first. And a couple of quick outs. 2 down, bases empty. Here's the center fielder, Dalton Varsho. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. In there at the knees. Strike 1.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the 3rd or 4th pitch of just about every at bat.
And a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. Ouch. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. Here's the Toronto catcher, Christian Bethancourt. He was a strikeout victim his first time. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1. Varsho off of first with 2 away. There's a 1-1. And that gets the inside corner for a strike. Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. And down on strikes. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump. Welcome back and take a look at some hot hitting in this series as we check out the numbers. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there. Toronto's bullpen with some action. Chris Bassett up and throwing. Garrett getting cranked up as well. Edge of the zone for a strike, and it's 0-2.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
That's outside, and that's ball 1. And that's outside. On a line, base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
A late jump, and I think that was the difference on the play, Boog. It's not always easy seeing the ball off the bat. Something to improve.
And up next for New York, Jorge Posada. Sliced hard but foul. And the lefty with the 0-1. That clips the inside corner for a strike.
1-2.
In the dirt. Nobody out. Runner at first. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 1 out.
Just indecisive in that at bat. He couldn't commit to the slider. Tried to sit in between. Just not able to put the bat on the ball.
Ramirez stands in now. Looks at that one inside. Slapped hard the other way, but foul. Swing and a ground ball, and that's just foul. The Yanks up big in this one, and we're the top half of the 6th. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Nice job behind the plate there. And stepping in for the Yankees, Jackson Merrill. Just missed. Next offering is in for a strike. That one kicks away from the catcher. And now a man into scoring position. Can't glove it cleanly, but they get the out at first, and that'll do it for the inning. And the first offering, a fastball for a strike. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Gwynn sizing this one up and puts the squeeze on that one. 1 up, 1 down. Down the number 2 hitter, Miles Straw. He's grounded out a couple of times. First
Ball
pitch
outside.
misses. There's a strike.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
On the ground. The throw to first.
He's out.
2 away.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
That's to third. Merrill. On to first.
That's an out.
And Guerrero is set down. This one isn't exactly close, Chris. Let's go off script for a moment.
I'm game.
Were we on script?
Never.
All right, saying in ballpark entertainment, you got a favorite mascot race?
Yeah, I love what they do in D.C. with the former presidents.
Somebody always gets tackled. They always get hurt.
I know, and it's just crazy. Imagine running around in those big, bulky suits, and somebody's always going to go down.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. And it's 1-1. Do you remember when Tim Kirkjian ran in the sausage race in Milwaukee?
No, I didn't see that one.
Yeah. Yeah, they used one of the kid-size ones.
You know, this isn't exactly a
Swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. And it one-hops the wall. He's in with a double, and that's his second double of the night.
I wanted to race the freeze at one point. I don't think my hamstrings could hold up for it now.
I feel like 5 years ago you could have handled the freeze. It would have been fun, and I would bait you into it and try and get you to train to race the freeze, and it just never materialized.
Yeah, I appreciate that you had enough confidence in me that I could beat a guy who looks like he was going to the Olympic trials at some point or another. But yeah, it's always a great thing to watch there at Truist Park.
Would you have worn one of those bobsled outfits like the freeze wears?
Nah, that'd have been a little too revealing for me at this age.
I feel you. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in the top half of inning number 7. On the ground to short. Whips it to first on the run. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Well, an error like that, you look at the scoreboard and you kind of wonder if they are losing focus out there. And look, it can be tough to stay locked in when you're getting blown out. We've all been there. And I'm not saying that's definitely what happened on this play, but it's not a great look.
Tony Gwynn stepping in now for the Yankees. That one's in there, and it's 0-1.
Oh, you can throw that big curve on the inside part of the plate. Very difficult pitch for the hitter to get on plane with. You can have a lot of success if you can pitch in that location.
On the ground right side. Oh, great stop. And that's a great play for the out.
Look at how he dives right there. Is able to pop up to both knees. Not enough time to get to his feet, but he threw a cannon across the diamond to get the runner.
Williams in the box here, lets that one go for a ball. Contreras on third. Terang over at second with one down. Next offering is fouled back. Two on, one out. Fouled off down the right side. Swing and a pop-up. Delgado hauls it in, 2 away. So 2 down now, and here is Mickey Mantle.
We just might be talking about this at bat in our post-game wrap. He's proven he can drive in runs in these spots.
Right through there for a strike. 2 outs, 2 in scoring position. On the ground right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the third baseman, Jose Bautista.
Timing issues can snowball quickly, and that's what we're witnessing here. This lineup's inability to lock onto the pitcher's delivery is causing a few awkward swings.
Top of the zone for a called strike.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. That one way inside.
Straighten him up a little bit.
2 strikes.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And they have their first hit since the first inning. So up next for Toronto, Carlos Delgado. Just missed. Two balls, no strikes to count. Runner at first with no outs here. Next offering upstairs.
3 balls, no strike.
And there's the automatic.
Clearly taking all the way there in that 3-0 count. It was a cookie right down the middle.
That one finds the zone. Now 3-2. The Blue Jays with a lot of ground to make up here at the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. And next for Toronto, Anthony Santander. A switch hitter batting right. And that's off the outside edge. And that is ball 1. Slider misses outside.
2-0 count, great hitter at the dish. If you're going to miss, you've got to miss outside the zone. You miss inside the strike zone, you'll be asking the umpire for a new baseball.
Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Contreras under it, and he's got it. And there are 2 outs. Ernie Clement digs in now. Has grounded out a couple of times. And first offering is fouled off. That one missing inside. Swing and a foul straight back. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Makes the grab, and that is that. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Amir Garrett. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. Garrett in now, takes ball 1 off the plate. That's inside.
2-0.
Hard on the ground to first. He takes it on his own, and a quick out, number 1. And now the first baseman, Jorge Posada. That misses. 1-0. Slice down the right side. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. And now 2-1. Right through there for a strike.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
That one just misses. Full count, 3-2.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
And they'll do it again. Caught him looking for the K.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
This one could be trouble. Around first, heading for 2. In safely. It's a double, and his 2nd hit.
He was all over that one. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle. allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Merrill in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. And that one upstairs, ball 1. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. The 1-1 is fouled off. Next pitch is downstairs. Got him swinging. 1 left.
Now pitching for
Back
York.
now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Michael King.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage. Appearance form, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
Stephen Kwan.
Varsho leading things off and takes a strike.
No.
Next pitch is outside.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Next offering is fouled back. Swing and a chopper out to short. Terang over to first in time. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th.
Now batting, catcher Christian Bethancourt.
And here is Christian Bethancourt, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. The Yankees up big in this one here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
1-1.
Falling behind 2-1. And there's a ball. Swings through that one.
And he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Caught and missed. Struck him out. That's out number 2. Now here's the leadoff man for the Blue Jays, Bo Bichette. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out. Right through there for a strike.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
Ground ball left side and foul ball.
A defensive swing right there. Some cheese on the inside part of the plate. But the hands are still stinging after that one.
swings and misses. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Back now, and on the mound, a closer, Robert Suarez.
Well, you see the ERA very solid
Number
there.
75.
That doesn't always tell you the whole story. He's been really good so far this year.
Movement in the Blue Jays bullpen. Chad Green, the veteran right-hander. There's a swing and a drive. And that one hops the wall. Now he'll turn for second. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
A little more backspin on that instead of the top spin. And he's jogging around the bases rather than pulling up at second.
So a man aboard. Bryce Terang stepping in now for the Yankees. And he makes the catch. Runner tags at second. And he's in safely at third with one out. And now the center fielder. Tony Gwynn. First offering, and it just misses. Out to short, Bichette. Tosses to first. Now 2 away as they get a run across. And next for New York, Stephen Kwan. Entered the game on defense, so this is his first trip to the plate in this one.
0-1.
2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across here at the top of the ninth. Ground ball up the middle, Clement. And that's the 3rd out. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom 9, now it's the right fielder, Miles Straw. King back to work.
Ball.
Outside, ball 1.
1-0.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Contreras under it, and he's got it, and there's 1 down. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And first offering is fouled off. Hit weakly on the ground. Throw on to Posada. Blue Jays have just 1 out left here. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Jose Bautista. Outfield playing straight up now. And misses inside. Next offering is fouled back. Late with the swing there. 2 down, nobody on. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that is the ball game.